Hi, Mrs. Hart, the
Hello.
teacher of AP Lang. How are you doing?
Hello, Mr. Powers. I'm great this morning.
Good, good. All right, so tell us a little bit about AP Lang, what the class is, what you cover, just anything else you think needs to be told.
Oh, great. So AP Lang is the study of rhetoric, which, there are hundreds of definitions of rhetoric. We can boil it down, though, to the art of persuasion. So we study nonfiction, and that could be memoirs, that could be essays, that could be articles, that could be speeches, a variety of things. We read historical things, so someone like Ida B. Wells to Stephen King. So our very first essay that we read is called On Dumpster Diving, for example. So I think sometimes people think nonfiction, that sounds dry, but it's quite interesting. And I think students are surprised at the kind of text that we read. So let me tell you a little bit more about it and how it's organized, because I had someone say to me, actually recently, a student, I thought this was going to be a debate class. And I said, no, this is not a debate class. First semester, we focus on, okay, I'm going to use the analogy of making a sandwich. Okay.
I like it.
I love Jersey Mike's, by the way. I've recently discovered Jersey Mike's. So we're going to go Jersey Mike's. And so the first semester, all we do is we spend time on how that person makes the sandwich, right? So how that writer crafts their argument, and we study it. And we write about our knowledge then at the end of the semester. So that's what my students are doing right now. Their ability to describe that, to describe how someone is intentionally creating an argument and how they go about doing that, their style. Second semester is where they get to express themselves. So I think they think of it as all year long, oh, I'll get to write my own opinion. That's not true. It's second semester that they do that. So second semester, they make their own sandwiches. Yes.
I like it. I like it. Now, is this, obviously I feel like this is a great deal of writing.
It is.
Okay.
It is. Yeah, the texts are shorter. So Mrs. Kirby may have mentioned the difference between AP Lang and AP Literature. The key difference is nonfiction with AP Lang and fiction with AP Lit. And in her class, they tend to read longer texts, and it's focused on timed essays. And in my class, it's more writing with a focus on timed essays, but also out of class essays. So there is a lot of writing. Yeah.
Okay. And then what students do you want in your class? What if a student's thinking, should I take AP Lang? What kind of student would you want?
Well, I'm going to go back to another assumption that students have. Students assume that they will not have to read for my class because they've heard, oh, okay, the texts are shorter. But that doesn't mean we're not spending time on being a critical reader. Critical reader being a close reader. That's all we do for a semester. So being able to be objective. So coming into my class, they have to learn that they have to be objective readers. And if they have strong opinions, really first semester, it doesn't matter. They have to put that to the side in order to be able to effectively analyze a piece of writing. So I want someone who is going to understand that and know that coming in.
Okay. Now, one more thing, and then this is for kind of from really whenever they take AP Lang, their junior year into potentially their senior year. This is, could you explain kind of the similarities between this class and then W131?
131, yes. Okay, so there's a lot of information here, so let me break it down for you. Students can take AP Lang their junior or senior year. Mm-hmm. Students who tend to take it their senior year either are on a on-level English track, and then they think, I want to try an AP class senior year. Okay, that's one way they go about it. Or students will take maybe AP Lit one year and AP Lang the next. That's another option for their senior year if they want challenging courses. Students who have me as juniors, though, if they pass the AP Lang test with a 4 or a 5, sometimes a 3, I'll get into that in a minute, then that takes the place of a college 100 level writing class. In this case, what we offer here at Franklin is W131, IU's class. So if they, let's say, decided to go to IU, that AP Lang credit would take the place of W131. Now, here's where it can get confusing. Some schools will accept a 3 on that test. Schools like Ball State and ISU, I know will accept a 3 as intro level to writing credit. IU, Purdue, Butler, they don't. They only take a 4 or a 5. So if a student passes, again, the AP Lang test, they could choose their senior year to opt out of W131 if they wanted and take different courses that we offer in the department, or they could decide to take W131, not take it for college credit, but take it for high school credit and get the extra practice writing.
Yeah.
We'll find it's very similar. It's not the same, but it is exceptionally similar.
Yeah. Or, I mean, they could even take AP Lit in reality. Exactly. So
exactly, which is what some of my students do. It's not as common of a scheduling, preference for students, it seems, but I have a couple of seniors right now who took AP Lit last year.
Okay. Yeah. Because that's always kind of one of those things where it's, and we have to wait until the summer, even when we get those test results back, and then kind of talk to the kid too. So,
and students always worry because we tell them for 3 years, you can't change your schedule. But Mr. A House has approved that if they pass that test, they can change their schedule if they choose to shift things around based on whether or not they pass that AP Lang test.
Okay. All right. Well, AP Lang is an option for students starting off in their junior year. So
yes.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Powers.